Greetings, traveler.
Wow, that's all pretty decent. I haven't played enough with it for it to be an instant pick. Let me have a look at Lightforge. I don't know how Sky Raider performs. 112. Let's give it a go. Picked the wrong boys. Feels bad, man. This is probably super premium for us. A curve drop that heals. Armor Smith as well. Taunts would be nice for sure. Tyrant's too good. Oh my god, yes. Dread Corsair is not really out of the question. We're gonna have some nasty like armor generation Fool's Bane shenanigans going on. Nice. This is gonna be dirty. We just need to make sure we have enough value right now. Probably just pick the dragon for pure dragon value. We've got 3 dragon synergy cards, so dragons are quite valuable here. Is there any cool Brewmaster stuff? Yeah, we got 2 Lackey generators. And we have a Fire Tree. Ooh, I actually don't know how good Evil Quartermaster is compared to a value dragon. I might pick Bone Drake here just for curve and everything. Quartermaster 125. Bone Drake 111. But still. Feels like Bone Drake is the pick, right? There's 2 Molten Breaths and we need size, right? But pick one, I think you go with the other one. That's nice. That really rewards us for our earlier pick. Yeah, another reward. Triple Fool's Bane, not quite. Ah, here we go. Another reward. Man, it's like pick after pick after pick, telling us that we picked right. Feels good. Ooh, I mean, Execute's good, but Dragon Breeder is stupid. I think I just want the Dragon Breeder. We got Worm, Bone Drake, Tyrant, and Dragon Roar. And maybe one I skipped over. Hungry Dragon. Yeah. I think you just want it. I like this deck a lot more. It's probably higher quality, but the main thing I like about it more is that it makes way more sense than the previous deck. I think that's more important when you're drafting, that the deck makes sense. This is also a deck where you don't really play straight up. There's a lot of slower paced gameplay. If he poisons us, that's fine.
Just like flying a rocket.
Just like flying a rocket.
This will break you
Big on.
Weld it down, lock it up.
Lock it up. Oh no, what shall I do now? My whole plan is ruined. Please, God, no, not the armor. Probably just kill it then.
You're in trouble now. I see a vision in the flames. Someone's gotta lead the charge.
Such good voice lines, man. Oh, with Fool's Bane, holy shit. Geronimo. I hadn't heard him say that. Geronimo. That's pretty good.
I suppose. The sun has set for me.
What now?
Fireball ready.
Easy clap. What are the 9-drops in the meta right now, guys? Is there a lot of low rolling stuff or not? I think I'll just drop a Sun Fury. I don't think we go too crazy.
Burn to play. Burn to play. Burn to play.
Does he say learn to play?
Burn to play. Burn to play. Burn to play. Burn to play.
Mogu? Oh god. Poor Mogu was barely playable. Mogu did nothing wrong, man. It's those damn constructed people that ruined it. Is it literally just Kraken? I mean, we can find out. It's probably not just Kraken. Ah, thank you. That makes me feel so much better. Yaceras, yeah. One is still an upgrade. The other is amazing.
Mind if I roll need?
You gotta be kidding me. I'm trying to be too cute here with damaging this, right? Maybe I should just take the trade and then we can do some stuff here.
I see a vision in the flames.
I don't like anything here. I think this is quite wrong, but I'm gonna do it because it's easier to execute. I think you end up clearing his entire board here, so he doesn't poison you. I think that's the default play. If you're running out of time, you just put a 7/7 on the board. Oh, Domo is in. Ugh, never mind. Can never, ever, ever evolve an 8-drop. Feels bad, man.
Is that food?
Alright. He didn't have the poison guy. Positioning. Pogu. Oh, don't tempt me to evolve that tyrant, man. Puts like a salty dog next to it, and I'm like, oh. Is salty dog even in? Oh, sure. Over my undead body.
This will break your
Sure. I mean, it doesn't really matter what we do. We can do a lot of stuff. Doesn't really matter what we do. We have so many shenanigans. Just play cards. Thank you for the sub. Bam. I thought he didn't have the poison minion. Monk ass. Calm down, I'm a doctor.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
I must choose. I wonder.
Feed the fish, last summer.
Alright, I can smack one more. Yeah, that's better. What happened to the hero power? Well, damn, lock it up.
You are not welcome here. The grave buys you no rest.
Really? We're not killing just the card here. Okay. So there's 2 lackeys that give me lethal, and there's a discover lackey as well. I don't know how likely this is to give me lethal.
Geronimo!
I guess we can have a look.
On your tab. This will break your
Double time and double pay.
Wait, did it count my Fool's Bane as damage? It's counting my Fool's Bane as damage, huh? Motherfucker. Alright. Abort. Abort. Damn you, deck tracker. Letting me down, bro.
Depart, foul creature!
Smart moves, I concede.
Hera versus Jane.
You asked for it.
Parade or death!
The Dragoon.
Happy Feast of Winter Veil.
I will crush you!
armor made to fit. Nice.
Strike.
You could play Violet, but we have such nice combos with the Fool's Banes that we should probably hold it. That's why I mean with this deck, it's not a very standard deck. You don't just play for tempo here. It's a lot of combo-y things you need to wait on. Which isn't the standard in Arena, but I think it makes quite a bit of sense for this kind of deck. This makes it a bit awkward. You don't really want to play Hungry Dragon here because it will almost always result in this dying. I feel like you just play the Scale Rider and next turn see what happens.
Finally, a second chance.
A second chance. Then the missiles for good luck. Motherfucker.
Take them out.
It's kind of funny. Ping my 1/1. Okay. Okie dokie. I don't really want to play my Illusionist here, but I think I will.
This only works in the simple-minded.
Spellbender or Counterspell. That's interesting with the coin in the hand. My condolences, Fisky. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Finally, a second chance. A simple spell should do.
Someday I'll be just like you.
fire.
Victory or death!
Amazing.
Ew. Clean up this mess.
Strike.
Reporting for duty.
My mouth very explodes.
Set up for the Fool's Bane and then get back in it with the Molten Breath. Maybe a Bat Rider. Sure. That's fine. That's pretty mediocre for Fool's Bane, but I'll still take the clear.
Reporting for duty.
It's still a clear board with a Bat Rider in the hand. And he spent 2 mana on every of those dudes, right? So. Especially with 2 Fool's Banes in the deck, it's not that terrible to not really take damage for the first one.
Must I slay you again?
Ooh, that's so sad.
Reporting for duty.
So we could Bone Drake, which would be okay-ish, but it plays quite hard into the worm. I'm kind of drawn more to splitting it up here.
I see a vision in the flames.
How good is ramming speed? I think I'll just pick it to have a feel for it. It's not Super Collider, but Super Collider was a mistake. 131. Premium 2 minion removal. Oh yeah, I mean, I thought you said 2 mana removal.
Get your funnel cakes here.
Ramming speed. Is it draftable? Yeah. I haven't seen it in a draft yet, I think. I mean, Super Collider is a mistake no matter what, right, Stein? They've just made extra mistakes. I guess we just Molten Pass. It's more a control-ish kind of deck. We don't have to rush things. Is the neighboring minion chosen at random? Yeah, you throw it on one of the guys at the edges usually. This guy's going real slow. It's kind of annoying.
Reporting for duty.
I feel like I might still Tyrants, which is sort of crazy. Because I want to get good value off the Tyrants, but... I guess I could just go Molten plus Bat Rider, have a 3/3 and a 3/5 on the board. But then he tyrants me and it's kind of eh. So I think I'll just take it. Probably want to combo this with a Lackey.
A good explorer comes prepared.
Yeah, I think it's pretty crazy what they're doing, Stein. I don't like the insane power level of everything. Oh. Feels like a ramming speed kind of turn, right? Ramming speed plus Bat Rider pretty much destroys him.
What now?
Could take the trades, but it's probably okay to keep a 4/10.
Fireball ready.
It's also nice to keep the dragon in the hand for the Molten Breath, otherwise you have to sack it straight away. Ooh, value. I do think I kind of want to go full value and brew the Tyrant the way I was going right now. I might not do that this turn. Let's see. I think I might just rush my Bone Drake in there and push 7. Alternatively, you trade Tyrant, you brew Tyrant, you trade this, you play this. It's actually not too bad, right? You got a 5/4 and a 2/3 on the board, Tyrant back in your hand, and you keep the rush as well. That's probably fine with me. We can go a little slower. Oh my god, he keeps discovering more dragon shit. Oh, you naughty boy. So he's giving us that Tyrant, which we might take. Even though it feels like he's baiting us, it's probably just fine. We still have the charged Bone Drake if we need it. Or a Breath. But yeah, he's gotten an insane amount of value out of one Bronze Explorer. Bronze Explorer into Bone Drake, into Azure Explorer, into another dragon. It's kind of disgusting.
Reporting for duty.
Ooh, that's not good. Alright, so we have a couple decisions to make here. We can rush both the lackeys to keep extra health on our 4/10, but then we can't get the ghoul down. But otherwise we don't even clear his board. I think we just hit here and see what happens, to be honest. Okay. I'll keep that, I think. Still have some unused dragon synergy in the deck. Oh, he played Wormrest Purifier. Oh, right. Interesting. So he's got a true silver. I mean, I can't even go face, right?
This only works on the single
there a worse dragon we could get here? Temporous Pepega. It's probably not in though. I could honestly maybe even go for a Temporous at this stage of the game. Oh man, that kind of a game, huh? It's how much we care about getting consecrated here. I think we gotta play something. I'm flying! Gotta pressure him a little bit, right? That's amazing. If the 1/1 sticks, we can kind of kill it out of hand. Yeah, we might actually go to fatigue. Probably not. Probably not. But if he ends up stabilizing, we probably have to kill him with fatigue, which is funny. Why didn't you go face the turn earlier? Because his face was not a valid target that turn.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
Someone's gotta lead the charge. Oh, do I even have pirates? I do. Alright. So I can get a 3-3 rush this turn. I feel like I take it slow, right? I do my thing first, right? And then maybe even play the dragon, I'm not sure.
By moon and spear.
That is incredible. Look behind you.
Still a fire tree. Potentially Dragon Roar, but Dragon Roar activates itself. It's only if we get 2 of them. It's probably better to play it. Captain Hook Tusk. Now a Plate Breaker will kill almost half your life. Yeah, but that card is illegal, right? So let's just report our opponent if he plays it. Hey, Cosmin. Been a while, man. How you doing? Options. He's a meme lord, this guy, though. With the Purifier. You going for the long game. You going for that long game. I kind of don't mind just Fool's Baning, but I guess I can trade my Corsair into the 1/1 and then just trade here and have a 6 and 3 on the board. It's just better. Cheating! I never fight fair. Someone's gotta lead the charge. Get him, boys. Yar, smiley face. Slowly gaining some armor here. Dun, dun, dun. Prepare yourselves for the ultimate test. Aha. Play cards. Play cards. Do thing. Talk. He's got 5 cards left. I think you just kill his Eddie, keep 2 charges, and just control him out of the game. But could also fully ignore it. You could keep an extra token by taking an extra 6, but do you just not want to keep an extra charge instead? Not sure.
Burn to play! Burn to play! Burn to play! Burn to play!
I guess it sets up lethal.
To play!
Setting up lethal is kind of good. Shit, man, down to 10 armor. Things are getting risky.
Keel haul! Keel haul! Keel haul! Keel haul!
They all bend to my command.
Impurity will not be tolerated.
Could you not? Oh, that's amazing. Oh my god. Alright. Oh man.
Keel haul!
Yes, Keel Hall. Haha. Take that. There's a legit argument now to just dump your Fool's Bane. So you can try to Heroic Strike kill him, but with all the stuff he just got, the chance that he heals or taunts is pretty big. So I feel like we're gonna dump Fool's Bane and take 7 damage for no reason here. I guess you could prep the dragon kill. The thing is, it's 8 damage and we might win on fatigue, right? Because right now it's 2 turns I need to live through fatigue. That's probably better like this. Yeah, exactly. I think on a surface level, it's so easy to argue here. Like, oh man, just dump the thing. You can Heroic Strike. It's so good. Yep, exactly. I feel like I should be able to report this, right? There's no way this is intended. One off. This is definitely not working as intended. You got Heroic Strike? Yeah, but I mean, he's on 8 health, bro. Doesn't do anything.
What now?
Bro. Broseph. Loktar.
I'm out of cards.
I'm out of cards. Well, duh. So maybe Wormrest Purifier is actually a good card in Paladin, because it turns out that Paladin cards are pretty okay.
Comes prepared.
In time.
Really feels like you should be able to report this, right? Like, what the fuck? He's got some cheat engine running or something. He just keeps getting Formula 8-8s.
Well played. None can escape my fury.
So I think Fool's Bane is a pretty big part of our strat. I think you can talk about this and keep the dragon. It's probably fine for an activator.
Love the bit of poison in me tail.
I will crush you.
Thank you.
I see a vision in display.
What now?
Wait for me!
This is our town, scrub.
Yeah, beat it.
The only problem with Slam is that you probably don't get to do it in the same turn because he doesn't play as much. But it's still fine-ish. I guess if you never need it, then it's also okay. Wait for me! Ooh. I don't think I want to give him a buff target. I think we can do some stuff with this, but we do still have a charge and we do still have a second one in the deck, so should probably just play it safe. Well, we can go to 7 and have complete control of the board. I don't think I want to let it stick. I'm a little bit too afraid of him not being hurt by the mana reduction and just using weapons and spells. It's a pretty good board. Makes nice use of the Dread Corsair. Molten Breath could be huge. So I would have gotten past the taunt. It's a bit of a sketchy part of the game here. I think it might be Molten Breath trade and put a 2-3 down. I'm a little bit afraid of jamming Hungry Dragon here. You could jam Hungry Dragon, Dragon Breeder trade, but then there's a lot of things that kill you. You could hero power, but... Just gonna make the tempo move. I think you can very easily also, you know, keep the 2-3 for the Dragon Roar, but I don't think that's more beneficial for us. I think if we get to cast Dragon Roar, we're probably already fine value-wise. I think now I might cast Dragon Roar just because I'm still not too comfortable playing this. Maybe I should be. Maybe I should be comfortable playing it. The thing is I want the hero power because it also keeps the Shield Slam relevant, but maybe that's too much. You could play Hungry Dragon and Firehawk, but it's an okay time, I think, to get the Dragon Roar out, and it allows you to hero power. If you're holding a dragon, discover an upgraded mage spell. Oof. We should have enough armor to just play that. Just get that out of the way. 8 damage to all minions. Deal 3 damage to a character, freeze it for 0. 1 mana, freeze the board.
Amazing.
I mean, 8 damage to the board is just stupid, right? It doesn't quite fit the curve, but I don't think we care. Protectors. What did I do instead, Miz? Just say that. It's easier for me to have a look at your play. Got another Molten Breath in the deck, so it's not bad. So obviously we have a clear. We always have a clear if we want it. If you play Quartermaster, you gain 3 armor, and then you can hero power Shield Slam it. That sounds pretty good already. So I think we're probably not Flame Striking it then. Battlecry, discover a dragon. Oh, wow. I didn't even know this was a thing. What the hell? Alright, so Hero Power Shield Slam's 3 mana. But you could also Shield Slam trade. And then you still have mana to drop Hungry Dragon and trade into the thing. Sure. Yeah, I like gaining the armor that turn, Miserion. Gaining armor just opens up some options for you. And then he played cards Pepelev. Pepelev.
Glory to the Sindori.
As long as it keeps out arrows.
Just gotta keep mashing that armor button. More armor. This no longer goes out of stealth, right? Yeah. I guess we should still play this.
This only works.
Ramming speed opens Invis. No, they changed it. Doesn't do that anymore. So when stealth minions attack or get attacked, they no longer break stealth. Go for the overkill.
I see a vision in the flames.
Man, everything is pretty funny at this stage of the game. So we're gonna Fool's Bane and wipe him up, right? I'm guessing just gaining the armor is still pretty darn good. I don't think it really matters anymore. I guess I should armor up as well. Doesn't matter. It just doesn't fucking matter anymore. He agrees. Doesn't really matter anymore. The classic. Doo-doo. I'm not sure whether you keep it on coin, off coin as well, but on coin I definitely keep the Fool's Bane. Feels like the deck revolves around that turn. Is Warrior okay in this arena meta? Yep. I'll take it. Got some options with that Arrow Strike later, but right now, especially with this slower mulligan, we'll take it. Ooh, that's nasty. That is nasty. Keep out, foul creature. Could have also played a ghoul here and wouldn't have been terrible. It's a little easier to counter, I think. I don't know, maybe it was better to just jam the ghoul. Who knows? So ghoul challenges the 1 and 2, which is good enough for me. Though, actually, so it's a Fool's Bane charge versus. Like, we're gaining armor and we're cycling this out for a spell. But this is a Fool's Bane charge, right? Which is probably still slightly more valuable. But yeah, I should have probably just jammed Ghoul. I think I played a little bit too fast there when I just jammed the 4-3 on instinct. It was like, I'll just play this. But a 4-3 would be better later on. So yeah, the Fool's Bane is where the game turns around for us. Which is why I want it. Because this deck doesn't really push the board until here. Alright, now we get to clear.
I see a vision in the flames.
Draw 2 weapons from your deck. 2 mana, get another Fool's Bane. I guess that's better than something else. Means we can Fool's Bane again next turn.
Float like a butterfly. Sting like a bee.
Top deck Fool's Bane. And that means we don't have to pay 2 mana for it. Which makes it kind of okay, to be honest. So next turn is Tyrant turn, quite likely. I feel like I just jammed the Smith, but maybe that's wrong. Yeah, I think you actually want the Fool's Bane again. Just to make sure he doesn't Divine Shield you or whatever, and then the Tyrant gets you to board. Should be able to get the board now with Tyrant every time and then just start armoring up.
I will purify the form.
Oh my god, is it beautiful. Ugh. Again! Again!
Reporting for duty. This will break your You'll grow to be a fierce one. Reporting for duty.
Is that actually a Deathwing? He hasn't discovered any dragon, right? I think I still want another Tyrant in my hands, right? Another Cindy's probably not better.
Face the airs of magic.
Okay.
My work is paramount. Leave me alone.
Whole lot of dragon synergy. Not a whole lot of dragons. I mean, it once again just doesn't really fucking matter. I don't even want to think if there's a lethal here. Just play cards, move on. Like, if he wasn't gonna Deathwing us, we just win, so. Just moving on. Moving on, not much to see here. Move it along, ladies and gentlemen. Dying Paladin.
Reporting for duty.
Miss Letha? Letha? Maybe. Maybe not.
Garrosh versus Uther.
I will fight with honor. Victory or death.
Ooh, what a hand. Snap it. Let's go.
By the holy light. Astonishing. Well played.
Happy Feast of Wintervale, champion.
Well played.
Thank you.
He played really well there. Sanctuary was GG.
Well played.
Alright, do I just jam the Sunfear? I think I do, even though it doesn't really make sense yet. We're gonna have to do like insanely long-term control game to win this. You just get a Fen Creeper on turn 2. That's so silly.
Reporting for duty.
So this is the problem right now. If I want to go for the Fool's Bane setup, it means I play the Ghoul. But if I play the Ghoul, it also means that the 3/6 will be on 4 health. You could play Ghoul and preemptively sack your Sun Fury. And then he could double trade into the Ghoul, and that could be acceptable. Okay, I could see that. Because I do think you want to get that Fool's Bane out ASAP. If he has, say, a True Silver or something, maybe it's just Refreshment Vendor. Maybe it's still Coin Fool's Bane, Dread Corsair. No, Corsair's next turn, right? Yeah, Corsair's next turn. Alright, so Coin Fool's Bane, pew pew pew. I think we leave the dudes so that we have the 1 mana Corsair next turn. We also drew a dragon, which is nice. So next turn, 4 and a 1. How many buffs? That's a good question. 4. So all 4 here? He hasn't played a buffed one yet, right? So these are all minions. Hoot, thank you for the 3 years. Dude, that is such a long time. Welcome back, Hoot. Thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate it. Super cool, man. Alright. This is the turn where we swing it back, right? I think we do kill the dude with our face, right? Any type of buff could be pretty annoying. And then next turn it's 2 and 4. So we're kind of stabilizing from a 2 mana Fen Creeper on turn 2. Well, I guess turn 3, it's kind of, right? Yeah. Oh my god, dude. I mean, that could have been a lot worse, but still, oh my god. I'm glad the 3 damage here works out really nicely, but ew, disgusting. I mean, it's bash pretty much every time. I'm just making sure we don't have anything weird with bolster. Report in? Yeah, I'm close to. How dare you make a mediocre? How dare you make a mediocre card really, really strong? What do you think this is? A creative game mode where you get to think outside of the box? So we have Refreshment Vendor Bash, or we have Quartermaster Lackey Bash.
Feast of Wintervale, champion. Happy Feast of Wintervale. Justice demands retribution. Well played.
So,
Demands
if I hit the 1 damage Lackey, it's pretty sexy. If I hit the spell, it's still fine. What I'm afraid of is getting a Lackey that I can't really play. But I guess even the Rush Lackey is fine-ish, right?
Justice demands retribution.
It's the worst one, I think.
Justice demands retribution.
But we still do it.
Double time and double pay.
And double pay. Could also rush the Armor Smith, but I think we want to get some value out of that. Justice demands retribution. Justice demands retribution. Alright. Play the 4. It's a 3-5. That's a 5-5. I love the banter back and forth, man. That's a tilter though, right? When they do that and you're like, oops, that's the wrong one. Uh-huh. Alright. I'll be playing for a little bit. So we're doing this. So I'm working on 7 mana. So it's probably just Quartermaster Vendor. Got the rush now to break the bubble. And then have the Armor Smith on board. Justice demands retribution. Justice demands retribution. I don't think we pre-hit the Tyrion because then he just gets the weapon a turn earlier, right? On the other hand, it means he's trading with his Tyrion and not smashing 7 phase. That's an interesting comparison here. I guess if I have a Brewmaster, I'd rather put it on this than on... yeah, I'd rather put it on this. I think you can argue here to not pre-hit, but if he gets the weapon a turn earlier, it's not that big a deal, I think, because then he didn't hit face for 7. No. Guys, we can kill his True Silver, Pepiga. So he's going 7 phase. He's not killing the Armor Smith. Just every mistake he makes, right? That was an error. That was an error. So, I think you Dragon Roar over gaining the armor. Because you might also get something you want to play here. I do not have to Tyrant yet. But he's getting Ashbringer, so he can dunk this. So there is some merit to just dropping the Tyrant. So I guess we'll just drop the Tyrant. Boom! Boom! No breaks! Imagine not winning the game yet with a Sanctuary on 2. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. Ooh, okay, big hit. Oh no, he. Oh, sorry. I thought it was the big boy. I thought it was the big boy Mogre, the Ogre King. But this is the. Oh wow. Never mind. This is suddenly a whole lot worse than I thought it was. Do I actually Heroic Strike kill that? I think I might. You just drop this, and kill it, and it feels pretty awkward. What's the alternative? This, squeeze in a hero power, this. I feel like I'm just gonna play these and see what he does with it. It feels so bad to dump 8 damage and take 8 face versus the 8-5. But it's possible that it's wrong, what I just did. Schmork.
Reporting for duty. Pay up. I have more.
But now it doesn't have taunt, right? So it's quite a bit worse. That being said, do I still want to take it out? I want to play Bone Drake Hero Power. I'm actually considering going face. Just because he's going to take 6 here. Just want to make his weapon less of a thing. Oops. Uh-oh. I don't like going face anymore.
Reporting for duty.
That's a Ferraki battle axe he's got now, right? Keep out, foul creature.
Your feeble magic amuses me.
Uh-oh.
For duty.
Our feeble magic amuses him.
Justice demands retribution.
I guess we just double trade in Alex. Scale Rider doesn't exactly do it.
I bring life.
Suffer.
Diloa are my shield. Justice demands retribution.
Oh, winning against the Sanctuary on 2, man. Oh, that feels good. I think a big part was the turn where we just jammed the Ghoul and pre-traded. Right? Jamming the Ghoul and pre-trading, that worked out quite well. I'm gonna dig for a dragon and not keep funnel cakes like this. Nice.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
Someone's gotta lead the charge. Little Sky Raider, always ready to lead the charge.
Shields up.
Fire to play.
We could have gone for a Scale Rider, but I'd rather let a 2-3 kill a 2-3. probably want the tempo of the lackey. Why not Scale Rider? Because it can do better than kill a weak minion.
I see a vision in display.
I'm guessing just having Whirlwinds. Next turn, Scale Rider, Whirlwind potentially. I don't know, Slam's not bad either. I'm probably not gonna jam Whirlwind immediately anyway. Geronimo. We also open up the lackey by jamming the quartermaster last turn. We get to open up this turn in case we get a really good lackey. Actually has the swipe. Imagine actually having the swipe.
Ready for action.
Ready for action. Dunk. Bit of a low roll for us on the 2-drop, not having more than 1 health. But it's alright. Shush. Slam and Scale just reduces damage on board. And then we have initiative after that. Sweet. This is one of my favorite kind of decks to play because it's not just tempo. It's still arena, so tempo is important, but it's more about setting up swing turns. Sometimes you deliberately take a bad turn to then 2 turns later get a really good turn. Oftentimes with the Fool's Bane. Well, he be going in. He be going in. Bloop, bloop. So one big ass dragon coming right up. I cannot target that minion. Then me swipe the face. You choose your own fate. Me swipe your face now. So if he has a dragon in hand, that's +4/+4, which is pretty darn scary.
We hear your heart.
The fuck's going on? Well, we have suddenly a lot of options. We can just play on curve and drop a Tyrant, which is a perfectly acceptable Tyrant. You could kill it with Sky Captain. You could gain the armor, but that's really unappealing. You could Dragon Roar, see if there's something in there. I think I'm just gonna go with the Twin Tyrant for now. We have Dragon Roar to produce more, we have Dragon Roar to produce more stuff. If it's Sarah, ugh, that sounds really bad for us. Might be a face game then, right? So, probably get the jam face. Sarah has 8 damage. Nope. So probably just no dragon.
I'll put it on your tab.
It's a pretty slow turn, but he's playing it slow as well, so we may as well just squeeze all the value.
Hey, good tickets don't come cheap.
And gaining some armor is not a bad idea with Fool's Bane, Heroic Strike in hand. I mean, you can pretty much do whatever you want from this point. I think I'm just gonna Heroic Strike because it deals 5 face. It allows the 5/4 to Smork, right? Oh, this is charge? It's charge. So we're actually one off. No, it's charge. That's fine. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like, this is a really nice Tyrant again, and just see what he wants to do. How could I forget about charge? There's so many rush minions these days that sometimes you forget that you can actually just go face with some of them.
You'll grow up to be a fierce one.
Oh.
Garrosh versus Rexa.
Let the hunt begin. Victory or death.
This hand has a lot of potential. Yeah, excellent. You know what kind of deck it is when you go like, oh, Dragon Roar on 2. Great. We good now, baby. I think keeping the breath as well is too much. You already have Scale Rider, which you need to activate. Oh, that's naughty, man. Oh. So we have Scale Rider into an active Guardian into a Fool's Bane.
Wanna blow something up?
Turn 1, or player 1, SI Agent on curve activated. Not bad.
Ride the polar bear express.
I think these kind of decks are also fun to watch because they don't follow the usual just, you know, jam stuff on curve arena playstyle. Also, your mulligans are a little different because you don't usually have an amazing curve and you have more your what am I trying to say here? Turns where you flip the board. What's that called again? I'm blanking. Swing turns. You're setting up for your swing turns. Thank you, chat. I think you preserve a health on your guy. Next turn we have Bat Rider, Witch Doctor.
Sting like a bee.
Sting like a bee. Alright, I think I'll take a damage now to preserve my last charge. I just didn't want to give him a 2 damage out of hand from his end, or a baited arrow, right? Summoning a thing. We'd give him the baited arrow now, but he'd already have it on the Witch Doctor, so it's probably fine. Next turn you have Brewmaster here and play it again if you want it. Unironically, bring it on? I think so, right? In the late game. If he's getting close, we can pump 10 armor. I don't think I want another Fool's Bane anyway versus him.
Take them out!
Fireball ready.
Hey, we delayed his baited arrow, right? Not bad. You guys making fun of me, being like, oh, you just wanted to go face shady. We know. So obviously Violet Illusionist is looking good. I'm just looking at what I want to spend my 4 mana on.
What now?
You could flip one of your guys here, but I kind of want more board control. I guess that means you play Hungry Dragon? Which is not necessarily terrible for us. It just means we leave the 5/5 alive, right? Keep your weapon charged, keep your violet. Just means we get to push board a little bit more, but we don't play as safe for our health. But with Bring It On in the hand, it's probably okay-ish. Because he needs to start worrying here, right? We can do 2-turn lethals pretty soon here, so I'm guessing he takes a trade. So in a way, it probably worked out better if we get him to trade. It's funny how that ended up. Because it looks like a massive low roll, the barrel, and then you're like, well, actually... Sure, that doesn't look all too bad. Something involving Dread Corsair, Flesh-Eating Ghoul this turn. I guess you could put a Troll Bat Rider back in your hands. You could also heal for 2. Got an Onyxia. We should probably just push the tempo, to be fair.
This only works on the system.
Oh, sorry. Any idea onto how to draft Hunter right now? You don't get offered Curve and you run out of steam. Hunter feels more like a control class. You just pick the dragon generating stuff. You pick the powerful cards. Let me see. I actually have a Hunter 12 up on YouTube if you want to go check it out. I've done 2 Hunters, I think. No, I've done 3 Hunters, but one of them I didn't like. The 2 Hunters I liked, I got 12 and 10 with, and they're just like more control-ish kind of decks. You can pretty much do whatever you want here, right? I'm not even sure if you Onyxia. Does it all matter in the end? And nothing else matters. I somehow feel like I'm increasing his odds to come back if I give him that Unleash, but... It's probably fine to just do this, right? You got a Bone Drake and that was it? Yeah, but I mean, you probably got other stuff offered and you made it a little bit too low curve, Bimbo. But I can't say for sure, of course. Another round? Fool's Bane. Fool's Bane. This deck is very fun to play. As I said, it's just something different, right? And the quality is obviously very high. Nice.
Mind if I roll need?
To pre-trade. He's doing it. The madman.
Strike.
Huffer. It feels bad, man. If I played a Draconic Lackey, he can trade it and play the 4 mana deal 3. So I guess I'll just clear. Usually I'd want to keep this in my hand, but I don't like him. Like you've seen me do this with Scale Rider as well. I'd prefer my 2/3 to kill that over, you know, wasting premium 1 mana deal 2. But I don't like what it opens up with the Bat Rider, the 4 mana 3/3. So it's fine to do it here. Just a bit concerned about that one getting debated. Yep, just the Rhino. Alright, so you can discover a dragon and Molten, but it's probably fine to get the Fool's Bane developed. Just hope that we don't get oozed or whatever. Geronimo. 34 health, Fool's Bane developed, we have the board. This should be a win. It's just our deck was made to take it from here. We'll see. He can always have some crazy dragon swings with explorers. Brewing a Quartermaster versus Hunter seems okay. It just gives me something to spend my mana on. We could attack, we could not attack. But somehow just fine with making a 5/2 on the boards. But if I'm doing that, should I maybe just attack and brew the Draconic Lackey and just call it a day there? That's probably better, to be honest, right? Could also just not attack and take our time. The problem is that we're developing a bunch of stuff that's kind of weak to it, so... Every time I think about proccing it, it seems wrong. I guess we won't do it then. Every time I've broken it in the past, it felt wrong. So let's not do it yet then. Our deck just is in no hurry. We probably shouldn't be breaking explosive traps like that. We have extra armor generation. We're going to have a crap ton of value. We have a 7/7 untargetable to develop next turn into the trap. I was thinking about moving this, right? I didn't like where it was. That's probably okay. He shouldn't be winning this type of game, so... 32 health, 3 Fool's Bane charges, another Quartermaster in the hand. What about bringing back the Dragon Lackey? Yeah, I thought about that one. I think it's probably better if I'm not proccing the trap anyway. But it's okay. Quartermaster is potentially more value, but probably not. Next turn we can start thinking about proccing it, because then we can jam 7 and potentially even 12 with the Rocketeer. Okay. So our Corsair and our 1/1s, they deal 5. Oh, we've played our dragon. The numbers are pretty off. I guess you could... Let's see. That's probably not the right move, but we're getting close to timeout there. It's one off with the upgrade because we didn't sack the other token. I didn't really think of the 1 damage there. So what I was thinking about when I went face with the token was mainly if it's still a bear trap, which it probably isn't. But it can... like, we were gonna deal damage in increments of 2, not 1, that turn. Ooh. That's pretty dirty. He knows what's coming. Yeah, that's not amazing for him, huh? Ooh, we shouldn't have gained that armor yet, right? 5, but it actually didn't matter. I let the doges out. 2 damage to all minions. Sure. It's not poisonous. Hey, how much do we have? Oh, not enough anymore, right? Let's see. Smack. 5, 17. 20, 24. Something like that. I mean, we're not killing them, so it shouldn't really matter. I knew that that was only enemy minions. I definitely knew that. Look, I set it up for the Scale Rider, okay? Leave me alone. Part of the plan. For this deck, it's probably good enough. Oh my god, yes. The curve! The curve!
Shields up.
After you summon a pirate, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. And this is a 2/5 because it's honestly pretty tame compared to some of the crap they printed.
I got this. 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 I got this.
She's got this.
My blade be thirsty.
We'll take that. Kind of punished? Nah. Look, his board is gone. Poof. Completely destroyed.
Try this.
Noctaragar.
Mind if I roll need?
I'll put it on your tongue.
Brood and Murloc to get the token value.
Everyone's biggest fan.
6. Full hand. It's all minions. What should I there?
You'll grow up to be a fierce one.
I'm not entirely opposed to Reckless Rocketeering his face, but I think we just funnel cakes.
Funnel cakes. Get your funnel cakes here.
I don't want to damage the panda. I don't want him to deal 2 damage here. I'll let him have the taunt. It's likely this man's got more value than we do. So probably want to smack some face.
What now?
It's worse versus this. That's true. I don't really see that many Scorchers, but I guess that's because the buckets are no longer a thing. Feels like we're gonna get Tyranted. We should probably just spam the board. Molten Breath, ping it down. Go face. Probably the best we got. Getting the 1-1 down versus Tyrants could be good. Could end up getting lucky here. But I feel like we lose. Okay. It's probably not too important right now. No Tyrant's pretty good. Ooh. He may still have a Tyrant and just prefer this. Might be GG. GG. No re. Play all. Full face. It's all pretty bad, to be honest.
This only works in secret.
Don't think we have a chance, but maybe if he's got absolutely nothing and we hit a heroic strike and there's a small chance. Or maybe we just hit Dragon Roar here and get a big dragon, or we hit a Tyrant and it's good. Frisk and Roost. I'm guessing he has something that costs 4 mana or more, around 4 or 5 mana, and he's debating whether he should play that or hit the armor button. I would assume that's the case here. Yeah. That is not a dragon. 1-1 into 6-1 should probably happen. Even if I go full face, he still armors up to 3, so we should probably just develop the scale. If we play Ghoul, scale, trade to 6-1, push 5 face, we still open up Heroic Strike. I don't think we should think about it too much then. As long as Heroic Strike isn't out, it's probably good. Dragon would have won. Unfortunately, didn't hit it.
Join or die, or both.
Not starting with the draw. This feels like he just unlocked Dragon Synergy, right? Because he's suddenly really happy to play the left card. Feels like left is Dragon Synergy, right is Dragon. But I don't know. Feels like he's just dead. Yeah, honestly, I'm going with that feeling. But it's definitely not the 4 mana deal 5, gain 5.
I must protect the one.
Victory or death!
Alright. So how does this work? I'm usually pretty happy to have a dragon in my hands to trigger Fire Tree, to trigger Scale Rider, to trigger Molten Breath. I think I can keep a Hungry Dragon. Could keep a Dragon Roar, but that's maybe a bit too much. Hungry Dragon has some mid-game potential. Alright, we hit the Scale Rider and the Fire Tree, so Dragon Keep's definitely working out. It feels so weird to coin the 2-drops because you're getting an Armor Smith. I feel like I'm probably fine just chilling. How is Warrior in the arena? I'm assuming you mean Warrior, not Warlock. It's currently number 4 in the win rates. Because it has Evil Quartermaster, Dragon Roars back in. There's definitely some potential for these slower decks to do well. Shribbity! Oh, there's my coin.
I see a vision in the place.
Ramming speed is probably just the best for not falling behind on the board. It deals with the big minions, right? I've never seen this in the draft, but I'm discovering it quite often. Ramming speed to kill Web Weave, yeah. Got this for the Web Weave. This deck's been a real treat to play. Super fun. Yeah, our opponent's very aggressive. But this deck is excellent at handling that aggression. So you can coin the Fool's Bane here, and it's not bad, but you could also just drop a Vendor. I think I like preserving the flexibility of the coin. It might also open up some ramming speed plays. And it's rare that this challenges the board rather well. It also doesn't heal him for anything, so it's overall just pretty good. It's just one of those cards that is usually not that great, but in these decks, the decks where you're just defending, it's phenomenal because it's quite well statted to deal with these smaller aggressive openers, and then the effect is just beneficial to you most of the time. 4 mana deal 5 sounds pretty good, and I think here we might coin to get the Armor Smith down, and then his aggression is just going to be completely neutered. Next turn is probably double 3-drops. Sounds good. So he started off really, really aggressive, and we're currently on 28 health. And our board's not looking too bad compared to his. So that's why I usually hold the coin in these more control-like decks. Because even if you coin out early game, you're probably not going to do better in those early turns than them. Because I'm playing a 1/4 and a 2/2. He's playing Shribbadier and a Scale Rider. Why are you calling him aggressive? Because he swiped in order to push face, Camel. A more slower controller in the deck doesn't swipe there. Like if I'm him, I might even hero power over swiping him if I'm a slower deck. I think you just take the Fool's Bane, even though it's not amazing. The question is, do you take 8 or 12? I think I'm happier taking 8. Do I want to do something with double 3s and just hold?
What now?
No. I don't like him just jamming his 4/8 into the armor smith. Take 12. I don't really like it because there's a good chance he just kills the funnel cakes. Now we can allocate this 3 damage wherever we want and he can probably not interact with it.
Give me a quest.
Sure. This feels like we could start off with a quartermaster and see if we hit anything useful. Rush Lucky would be pretty darn good. Hey, it's the Rush Lucky, guys. So we could get our Flesh-Eating Ghoul scaling, or we could play our Firehawk now that he has cards. Two things are gonna die, so this will be a 4/3. It's 5 cards in the hand. This is a 6/3. I guess we just take this. Oh, I could also charge the 6 and 3 and just let him hero power that. I don't know about that one. You could just put it on this. But this saves a weapon charge. That's pretty good. I'll opt to save the weapon charge then.
Double pay.
3 things will die? Alright. Only his guys die. Never trading off one of my guys. He could have too much value for us to handle. Starfall. If you rush Quartermaster and second into questing, yeah, but why would you do that? When you have Fool's Bane to kill questing. It's kind of funny. The daughter of Deathburn. Yeah. That is indeed the daughter of Deathburn. Yeah. I think I'll just double taunt and let him have the 4/3.
Shields up.
Yeah, once we start fighting at this level and their druids, Emerald Explorer will likely provide too much value for us to just bleed them dry. More swipe. More swipe. And he gets the ghoul. This is worse than silencing the ghoul and killing the other guy. But I can see how he makes the mistake, so it's fine. Yeah, just takes more damage this way. Ooh, that is unfortunately a big ol' whiff. I think at this point you don't win by playing it.
I got this.
Boop. He should have quite the read on the ramming speed. It's got good positioning around it. Doesn't help that we gave him a stealth minion. Meh. Twin Tyrant off the top. Nope. If he doesn't play anything here, I feel like he's not properly playing around Deathwing. I don't think it's a Deathwing setup, right? Okay. I guess you can double ramming speed, which is pretty hilarious.
What now?
That's gonna leave him with a 6 and 3. And he's gonna have 7 damage. Which is probably better than other stuff. It's a fun animation to watch.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here.
They all bend to my command.
You'll prove to be a fierce one.
He wanted to play around the big taunt with the Chimera, the trade into the 1/1. Alright.
Another night on the prowl.
Wait, did he miss lethal? Feels like with that, he should have been fine. He's 1 off again. Could still hit the Fool's Bane. Tyrant won't cut it anymore. I choose death.
Garrosh versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer. Victory or death.
Shaman. Alright, I was thinking about keeping the evasive, but I think we have enough dragons to proc it at some point. Who? I feel like the Armor Smith won't really do that much. And next turn I can play Witch Doctor plus Sky Raider if I roar now, so I'm just gonna roar now. Varanus, you say? Alright, so this game we have a crap ton of value. Ooh, baby. Big value.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
And who better to do that than Sky Captain Krag? Inner Rage with Varanus will be very good. Alright, this game is all about just not dying. So there is a good chance we give up on the Dragon Breeder because our opponent is pushing quite aggressively. I think Dragon Breeder plus the Armor Smith might make him trade for 6 into the Armor Smith. We don't have a play for next turn, but we just need to assume that we draw a Quartermaster or something. I think that the Armor Smith makes him miss 6 face here. Yep. That's huge. That might be the difference between us surviving an extra turn or not. The turn we need to swing the board. So he needs another activator now. Okay.
Shields on to play.
And these are sort of the more tougher moments when you're playing defensive like this. It's given up that Dragon Breeder value, for instance. The healing totem is quite annoying here, but I guess we're just gonna Varanus and swing the board. That's only 14 damage to my face. That's really not that bad. I'm joking, but it's actually not that bad. I think because Varanus is that good, you just Varanus. Because you have the value, you have the Onyxia, you're ready to go. Next turn you can Fool's Bane the taunt out of the way. But yeah, it's really not crazy to go Fool's Bane here. But it's just Varanus is that good. It's hard to not do this turn, right? Because you get a 7/6 body on the board, and you can get rid of the taunt next turn. Sure, I mean, if we have him reacting to us, we're winning, so that's fine. Probably just Sky Captain. I don't think we're too rushed here. Short. Probably just taking the 12. You can armor up as well. You have 2 times 4 mana here, but it doesn't really add up nicely. So, seems like a good turn to... I'm guessing we're killing the spell power. I don't think it matters all that. I guess with Bone Mare being a thing, I should have probably killed it with my face, the last one. That's probably quite a big mistake. It didn't end up mattering, but it would have been good. That's a really nice draw, because we want to play evasive here, so... gives us something to do. Oh man. What are my 10 mana options this meta, guys? Oh, Avalanche is a thing. I should have put that here. I'm playing a little fast. There's a lot of like small mistakes sneaking in. Why not evasive? On turn 8, what I do instead? Drakari. I think we can just hold. I could also get a 4-drop on the board, but I think we can do way better than that. We can Witchy Lackey when we trade with her. Sure. It's fine. I mean, then the big boy would have gotten hexed anyway, right? Oof, nasty. Not the end of the world yet, but pretty darn annoying. Oh, there was Sky Captain Crag on the board. Oh man, I completely blanked that out. I should have evolved Sky Captain that turn, definitely. It's okay though, right? Like, we're not going to be too worried about it, but that should have definitely been the play. It feels weird to be missing this much phase damage. But do I really want to... No, I think I want to keep my 1/1 active. We learned? Yeah, I mean, we didn't really learn anything there, right? It's just playing too fast. That's nice. Let's go.
Join me, Riz.
Donk. Trying to spin this? I don't like it. Not everything has to be a learning experience. Sometimes you're just playing a bit fast, and that's okay. This feels weird ordering. Do you just play Dread Corsair? Say fuck it. You might. I don't actually like giving him the 1-drop and not knowing.
Get your funnel cakes here.
Killed my guy, Baby Rage. You're naughty tender.
Ever jousted a dragon?
God, I hate that card being a warrior. Because, you know, the warrior hero power was too strong in the arena. Gotta make sure we do something about that. I think it's fine to still do the value trading thing. Oh, he's leaving the Bone Mare. The Bone Drake. Sure. Can you explain why it was not trade a 5/5 play dragon? Because this is a 6/5. Don't be so anxious to get rid of it. Like, this is a slow value game, right? This is always going to make me a dragon anyway, so... Well, not always, but... It's very likely to give me a dragon anyway. So don't be too... Like, don't be too trigger happy to kill this off. We're no longer in a stage of the game where tempo is king.
I must protect the wild.
Victory or death!
Alright. We are back once again. Sorry, I don't mean to be dismissive of the comment, right? It's just for... I guess I've just been playing for so long that at some points certain things are just... They're normal to me and I don't explain them anymore. But yeah, it's also not a very standard kind of deck. So it was a combination of factors, right? It's not a standard kind of deck, and you're oh my god, give me a dragon. It's not a very standard kind of deck, and we weren't really in a give me an Emerald Explorer, please, please. Not quite. All right. God, that'd be so nice. I feel like we had a state where we can get crucial tempo advantage. I mean, we're both playing one card a turn, right? I don't think it really matters too much. Alright, do I want to play a 3/3 here? This always happens. I'm honestly feeling the Brewmaster more and just getting full value. It's weird, right? But this deck doesn't really do tempo. If I don't get my gimmicky value stuff, I don't think I'll get there regardless. So trying to brew the swash might be the right play here. I think it's the right play. That's why I'm doing it. Please don't. Thank you. This kind of deck plays so much against how you would conventionally, you know, normally play Arena. Because you wouldn't do these kind of moves if you have a more straight up normal deck. That's fine. We're gonna take 10. But there's sufficient armor gain in the deck that we should be able to recover. We're really just looking for a dragon now to start popping off. We've got another draw, we've got a swashburglar. Hopefully we just find stuff to play or a dragon.
Pay attention, class.
Sure.
I'm ready to learn.
Interesting. Not wrong, but interesting, right? Can talk about that ordering. Alright, let's go, baby. Shrubadier gives me something to play, not too bad. We have another Fool's Bane in the hand. We do need to pay for it, but seeing as we are trying to find things to do, I think I'm okay emptying it now. Hey, Moriarty, no. Hey, man. What's up?
Fireball ready.
Do they ask you if I can see you guys? Or that's a question that happens from time to time. Alright. Quartermaster. I think we're still kind of okay with just Fool's Bane armor up. We are dying, but Quartermaster will give us armor. Really hurting for that dragon right now. So no dragon in his hand. That's good news.
In the best shape of my life.
What quest is that? Spend mana on minions and then he recruits a random minion from the deck. He's 7 out of 10, so next turn it activates. Oh, finally. Alright. Long have we waited, but oh my lord, is this beautiful. Alright. So, we've got options. Suddenly our chances to win have gone up significantly. The question is, how do you want to approach the game from here on out? I think that we're fine to just drop an Emerald Explorer. We need to keep the Ember in the hand. Oh, actually, no, we'll generate another dragon off this. I just want to make sure we don't die from this point, right? So we don't want to fall too far behind on tempo. We want to make sure he can't burn us out. But we've got Scale Rider. We've got 2 potential spells we can fish for. We're going to have a Lackey, so I think we're okay just putting this down. I'm not going to take that 3 damage. Oh, my lord. There's 2 duplicates in the deck, so we're not going to do it. But Draconid is a very nice hit. Might just be to play next turn with a hero power. We'll see. Probably not. I think we want more flexibility next turn, not just the dude. We'll see. If they let you pick 2, that'd be the ones you pick. Or, I mean, depends, right? Can you take 2 Explorers, right? But yeah, I mean, having this is great. Having this is absolutely great. I doubt that it's exactly the 2 we'd pick, but it's like top 5% of what we could get for sure, right? You know, something like a Crowd Roaster could also calm the mind, instantly frying whatever he plays. A Tyrant could come to mind, right? Tyrant's still very good. Alright, him getting a stealth minion here is a bit problematic. Oh, he's just gonna hit it? Sure. Right, So we have a 1-mana 3/3 taunt that is likely to be at least decent. Seems like an okay turn to heal as well. We've got Scale Rider. So if we heal, we're down to 4, which means we could put Quartermaster down and Dread Corsair. We might take the 5. Oh, I have to take the 2 already. Let's see what's in Quartermaster. Maybe the Lackey changes our mind. An Evolve Lackey. Ooh, so you get a 9 out of this. As long as we heal, I think we can get away with a lot of stuff. Yeah, I think we can get away with a lot of stuff.
I got this.
1 to all minions. Oh no, that's Acid Maw. Alright, okay. Oh, I could have Scale Ridered it then. No, but I wanted to heal, right? I wanted to make sure I healed this turn. Acid Maw is actually insanely bad for us because you just hero powers something now. But I think we still win. We'll see. That's pretty good. Alright, so our evasive is our only dragon we have in our hand right now, right? So we gotta be careful with this. Probably want to proc these guys first, so something involving Scale Rider kill this. Taunt is fair. Let's see what we get. So yeah, our opponent got some very, very nice hits there. I don't think Aviana is ever to play unless we're just dumping mana.
I see a vision in the flames.
Slam is actually quite nice. We could slam here. Scale Rider here. Smack, smack. We're gonna take 4. Slam. Scale Rider's 5 mana. 5 mana plus Dread is 6 plus Armor Up. So we take 4, but we only take 2. So we're at 9 with a taunt in a way. That should be sufficient to not die. This makes no difference yet. We could play that next turn. So 9 health, big taunt in the hand, Armor Smith, Witch Doctor can discover. Obviously that Acid Maw set us back an it was amazing for him, right? It was probably the best possible thing that could happen for him with that evolve, having the AoE in hand. Alright. That can definitely help. We might just leave the taunt alive because we have a very nice... Well, nah, you trade the 3s, right? Yeah, you would trade the 3s. So if you fry the 5/5 for 4 mana and double trades, you'd probably want to put your Armor Smith down if you're double trading. But you'd also want to get the Fire Hog down, so does that mean you're not discovering? That could be okay. Just hold it for a turn. Next turn, play this and this. Yeah, that's probably fine, to be fair. Because it's not going to get any better, right? Unless he UIs, but if he UIs, we're kind of in a bad spot no matter what. Definitely an interesting turn of events with that Acid Maw out of nowhere. That's pretty darn bad for us. He can absolutely win from here. Honestly, he might even be favored. He needs to whiff this dragon quite hard for him to not be favored. Alright, I think everything starts with Witch Doctor here, and then we can talk from there.
I see a vision in the flames.
Yes, thank you very much. Alright, got a Dragon Roar. I guess we'll just Evasive Worm? It's pretty good, and it allows us to Dragon Roar, which is, I think, better than Hero Powering in this case. Because it's so... Alright, so Deathwing helps a ton. So we can counter Deathwing him if he did get that. But you can see that even though it looked super greedy, super bad, like holding the Witch Doctors, holding the Scale Rider, that eventually all started working out. And I don't think we get there if we just jam full tempo. So jamming full tempo probably wouldn't have worked. And then we wouldn't have had the juice to contest them in the late game. We have Dragon Breeder left. I'm looking at Dragon Synergy, right? A Molten Breath, that's it, sure. I would like to not trade my 5-3 into a 3-5. But I think I want to at least give my Draconid a chance of not being dead on board. Because it's protecting the ghoul. As I mentioned, I don't think we ever play Aviana unless we just don't have anything to spend our mana on. Like if it's Aviana or just a Quartermaster, I'd probably play Aviana if it comes down to that. Mm-hmm. That's pretty good for him. Oh, that's actually really good for him. I don't think we allow him to have that Wind Fury on the board and meme with it. Because Aviana doesn't even live, right? So I think Aviana only has downside that turn. Because that's a 4 damage Wind Fury thing. If he suddenly goes Mark of Nature, right, that's 16 phase. You could start losing from there. You look at the chat for a second. He had a very, very good Gyro Savagery turn. Face and Deathwing does not set up lethal, unfortunately, but it's probably a good time to Deathwing. It means that we don't discard, you know, a big hit like a Tyrant or a Dragon Breeder. Even a Quartermaster at this point. Goodbye, Aviana. He still hasn't played the Discover Dragon. He did. It was a Cobalt Spellkin, which is where the Savagery came from.
I sense your strong.
Couple of guys for lethal here. I'll tempo with that, sure. It's tough to make that decision sometimes, right? To Deathwing when you don't have to Deathwing, but oftentimes you just lower your win percent by holding him.
Let the hunt begin. Victory or death.
Hunter. No Diggy? No, it's copyrighted right now. I can technically reach out to them. I just haven't taken the effort yet. Alright, so I'm playing against the Hunter. I think I could keep the Firehawk. I don't think Armorsmith does enough. I think I would rather look for dragon/dragon stuff. Even Firehawk's not even that great, but it's fine. Ooh, that's good, but 2 of them is a bit too much. This might be a problem now.
The fires of vengeance burn bright.
Ooh, big, 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 big. That might be the swing turn we need. If he has weapon destruction, it's probably over. Alright, so we're gonna be able to reduce the damage of one of the swings. Which is better than nothing, right? Need a dragon right now to activate Molten Breath and heal out of it. Violet has Taunt, right? If he doesn't kill it, the second Fool's Bane is amazing.
How about a new life? How about a new life?
Ooh, rough, rough, rough. Armorsmith Keep versus this could have been better, but I figure most hunters are actually a bit slower with the Discover thing, but Armorsmith would have worked out for sure. Debated? Debated. Alright, dragon here and we have a chance. Oh, come on, man. Dragon here and we had a chance. Next turn we still have Violet plus Fool's Bane. We could do it this turn as well. But she won't stick. Alright, so let's figure this out. We can deal 5 here, and we can get rid of one of them. And then you could go for Sky Raider Hero Power. Next turn you have to play everything, so He's gonna have 6 damage, you're gonna be at 1, meaning the hero power kills you if he hero powers. That's the problem. If you go for Illusionist this turn, with Heroic Strike, you can kill that, hero. As much as I would love this Illusionist to be alive, I think you have to make the play. That doesn't mean you're dead in 2 turns, right?
This only works in a
Because now there's a chance he ignores her, and then you Fool's Bane and pew pew pew. Because he can put you down to 1, and he might reason that you don't have another weapon. God, I hate that card for this run, dude. It's so bullshit. Oh well, what can you do? The Armorsmith Keep would have worked out a lot. He played a lot more aggressive than I thought he would. Yeah, it's once again, right? It's like Water Ellie punishing Warrior. It makes no sense in the arena. It's like Shield Breaker doesn't do shit, but it just punishes Warrior.